My dear child, if you believe in God, start this video and watch it completely. Archangel says, something is stirring in the air that you can't yet see, but it's already set in motion. A very specific person, someone who's been watching your growth from a distance, has now made a firm decision. They want to meet you privately, not in public, not with others, just you and them, behind closed doors. The message they're carrying is not ordinary, it is an announcement tied to your destiny, and they cannot risk others hearing it prematurely. What they have to say holds great weight and is meant to shift your identity permanently from the one you've always known, to the one you were always meant to become. This person was once unsure, hidden in confusion, uncertain of your worth and purpose. But recently, they uncovered information so powerful about you that it forced them to reconsider everything. And now, they feel the urgency to declare it, to say it directly to your face, away from the noise, away from watchers. You are not supposed to share this meeting with others yet. It is sacred. It is private. They want no interference, no misunderstandings, no whispers contaminating the moment. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They have already arranged the space for this meeting. It's a location you've either visited in the past or one that will feel deeply familiar. The time, though secret, is approaching with every breath you take today. They will approach you with calm energy, but their heart will be racing. Not from fear, but from the magnitude of what they're about to reveal. This announcement will not just affect your personal life, it will affect the lives of those around you and people far beyond your awareness. Archangel says, this is a chosen moment orchestrated in heaven and scheduled in silence. The person was given a sign, yes, a direct, undeniable spiritual sign, to meet you. They have prepared mentally, emotionally, and spiritually to say the one thing they never thought they'd say aloud. You may feel restless lately, waking up at unusual hours or feeling like someone is about to knock. That's because spiritually, your soul knows what's coming. The meeting has already begun on a higher plane. Type Amen to get blessing 509. There's something they've seen about you, either in person or through someone else, that has left them stunned. What they thought they knew no longer matches the reality of who you are, and this new revelation about your true purpose has haunted them since the day they saw it. They've written what they want to say down multiple times. They've rehearsed it in their head and still can't find the perfect words. Because how do you announce something so life-altering to someone who has no idea it's coming? The person is not just any ordinary person. They hold influence, power, access, and secrets. And one of those secrets involves your name, your past, and a promise made long ago by someone you've never met. They are ready to speak it into existence. But only with you present. Not even the people closest to them know about this upcoming private meeting. Type Amen to get blessing 641. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They have been gathering information, resources, and people silently. Everything will make sense once you hear what they have to say. But not before. You must wait, and you must stay calm when the time comes. In their hands, they carry a letter written by someone from the past. A letter that mentions you. The person never thought the words in the letter were true, until recent events forced their eyes open to your hidden identity. They now believe you were chosen long before either of you were born. And this announcement is not merely words, it's a key, an invitation, a redirection. Once they say it, things will never be the same again. They were told not to delay anymore. Every delay has cost them. But this time, they are determined not to miss the moment that was prophesied over your life. Type Amen to get Blessing 827. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks. With contributions of up to $20, they've been receiving dreams, visits in the night, that call your name. Dreams that give them pieces of the truth. And when they woke up yesterday morning, something inside them snapped. They knew they had to act. This person will wear something unexpected. They'll approach you at a time when you're distracted, not expecting anything special. But once they begin to speak, your heart will freeze, and your soul will recognize what's happening. It will feel like déjà vu, like a conversation you've already had before. That's because you have had it before, but in another realm, another time, perhaps even before this lifetime. This moment was written. Your silence has protected you. Your patience has preserved you. And your faith has finally summoned the day this person says what they've waited too long to admit. Type Amen to get Blessing 942. They have made sacrifices to come forward. People in their life have warned them not to. But the voice they heard, the one calling them to meet with you, is louder than any doubt they've known. There's an object they will hand to you during this meeting. It will appear small at first glance, but it contains everything. Once you hold it, a strange peace will wash over you, and every part of you will know, this was never just a coincidence. They will share a truth about your family that you have never been told. A truth that answers the one ache in your soul you never had words for. And when they speak, the ground beneath you will feel like it's shifting. Archangel says, you have passed unseen tests. Tests that even angels were sent to observe, and now that your spiritual record has been reviewed, heaven has issued a command, let the announcement be made. Type Amen to get Blessing 1033. In their voice, you'll hear pain, but also redemption. They are not coming to accuse you or question you. They are coming to fulfill a spiritual contract. You will not need to prepare. Don't rehearse any speech. Just be present, because what they are carrying in their heart cannot be handled by ordinary strength. They are being moved by something greater than themselves. They are being drawn to you like a tide drawn to the shore, and when they finally sit across from you, they may pause, trembling, knowing their next words will set everything into motion. This meeting isn't random. It was written in the heavens the moment you cried out in silence, wondering if anyone truly saw you. Heaven did. And so did this person. Type Amen to get Blessing 1107. They are not from your circle, yet they are tied to your calling. They are not your enemy, yet they once opposed you unknowingly. But something divine opened their eyes, and now they are walking toward you with truth in their hands. Your name is being whispered in places of power. Rooms you've never entered are discussing your fate. This meeting is the first domino in a divine arrangement you can't undo. When the announcement is made, your image will shift. People who once ignored you will begin to tremble in your presence. And doors you thought were sealed forever will fly open with supernatural ease. The person will tell you something that aligns perfectly with a dream you had but didn't understand. Now it will become clear. You weren't crazy. You were chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 1262. They have written your name in a special file. That file has already been submitted. And after this meeting, they will go public with what was discussed privately. You will be asked to sign something. Not a contract of business, but a covenant of destiny, one that demands courage, transformation, and total surrender. Archangel says, there's a window of time for this. If you ignore it, the opportunity will pass. But if you embrace it, you will be unrecognizable in the best way. They are praying for courage, they are hoping you won't push them away. Because they know that once they speak, the next chapter of your life will begin with thunder. Type Amen to get blessing 1401. A camera may record this moment secretly. Not for exposure, but for proof that history was made on that day, when you accepted what was always yours. Someone else tried to stop this meeting. Someone from their side, who's been manipulating the story. But they lost power last night, and now nothing can stop what's already decided. They were shown a vision, in it, you stood in light, but your head was bowed. They were told to lift your head with their words. And those words, they're the announcement. The moment they speak, a contract in heaven will light up, and angels will be dispatched with scrolls bearing your name. Your life will accelerate. Type Amen to get blessing 1533. This is the last time you'll be seen as you are now. The version of you that walks into that meeting will not be the version that walks out. Transformation will be immediate. They are emotional. Their voice may crack. But behind that voice is a vibration of truth that will shake your past loose. You've waited so long to feel understood. This person will do more than understand, they will confirm. They will validate, and then they will elevate. You were hidden so long for this 1 hour. You were kept away for preservation. And now the seal has been broken. Type Amen to get blessing 1608. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks. With contributions of up to $20, everything is already prepared: the room, the moment, the message. All that's left is for you to show up and breathe. You won't be alone. An angel will be beside you. You may feel a warm wind, or a pulse in your hand. That's the confirmation you need. The announcement will not be loud. It will be whispered. But its echo will last generations. You are not forgotten, you are being prepared. And now the official declaration is ready. Type Amen to get blessing 1770. They will lower their eyes after saying it, almost afraid to see your reaction. But don't let fear win. That announcement was meant for you since before time was measured, and now it's finally here. They may begin to cry. You won't know what to say, because the moment will be too big for words. It won't feel like reality at first, but it is. And it's not a dream. You will remember this moment for the rest of your life. It will become a point you always look back to, when everything changed and your true self emerged from the shadows. They will hold your hand, perhaps for the first time, and the energy will surge through both of you like thunder hidden in the heartbeat. This person is not only a deliverer. They are a protector. They've been assigned to you from the beginning, but they didn't understand it until now. Type Amen to get blessing 1832. There will be silence after the announcement. It won't feel awkward, it will feel sacred. That silence will be louder than any conversation you've ever had. You may feel lightheaded. You may feel dizzy. But stay present. The truth is coming into your system. And your soul will need a moment to settle in its new space. They will hand you something, and you must not reject it. It might be a paper, a small envelope, or a symbolic item. Whatever it is, it holds weight beyond the physical. Archangel says, you won't fully understand the meaning in that moment. But over the coming weeks, it will unravel itself like a divine code written into your bloodline. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The person who will deliver this carries secrets of your ancestry. Secrets hidden from you so you would be protected from envy and attack. But now, the divine has made it clear, there is no more delay. They have been fasting in silence, praying without you knowing. You have crossed their mind hundreds of times, but it wasn't until recently that they received the spiritual permission to approach. This meeting is not based on coincidence. This is the result of alignment, timing, obedience, and divine orchestration. And now that the stars have shifted in your favor, the meeting is imminent. Their announcement will unlock a version of you you've never met before, one that walks with fire in their eyes and peace in their chest. One that no longer apologizes for existing. Type Amen to get blessing 2040. This private meeting may feel like a movie. You'll be wearing something ordinary, but you will feel like royalty. That's because your spirit already recognizes what's coming. That's why they're here. That's why the meeting was called in secret. Because what they're carrying is meant to wake something ancient inside you. Type Amen to get blessing 3244. After this announcement, your voice will carry new weight. When you speak, people will listen. When you move, doors will open. This isn't arrogance. It's divine authority, and it only arrives once someone announces who you truly are, without needing anything in return. Your enemies will be confused. People who wrote you off will suddenly become curious. But you won't need to explain. The announcement spoke louder than you ever could. Even nature will respond to your rise. Birds will behave differently around you. Rain may fall right after the meeting. Time may feel as if it's moving slower or faster. It's all signs. Type Amen to get blessing 3306. Archangel says, your identity was preserved in spiritual silence so the world would not crush it before it was ready. You were hidden, not forgotten. Buried, not abandoned. And now, just like a seed breaking through the ground, you are rising. The announcement is the water. The sunlight. The release. Do not be afraid of the attention that follows. Do not run from the responsibility. You were made for this. Even your scars were sculpted with purpose. This person knows more about you than you think. But they will only say what heaven allows them to reveal. The rest will come in time. Type Amen to get blessing 3411. Your dreams after this day will increase. Symbols will appear. Numbers will repeat. Don't ignore it, keep a journal. Heaven is still speaking. Someone in the spiritual realm will rejoice. A loved one who has passed will appear to you, perhaps in a dream, perhaps through a song, a smell, a sudden memory. That's your signal that they've been waiting for this moment too. This isn't just your moment. It's a generational release. What was bound in your bloodline will now be broken. And you are the key that unlocks the future for many. From this day on, your reflection will look different, not because your face changed, but because your soul finally knows who it is. Type Amen to get blessing 3533. Your life will enter a quiet storm after this meeting. Not a destructive one, but a whirlwind of transformation. Everything not rooted in truth will be blown away, friendships will shift. Priorities will change. You'll begin to say no to things you used to tolerate. It's not rebellion. It's realignment. The person who met you privately will stay connected. They've been assigned to walk with you for a season. But only for a season. Because soon, you'll rise beyond even them. And when you do, they will step back and smile, not with sadness, but with peace, because their purpose was never to remain. It was to activate. Type Amen to get blessing 3689. When this announcement is made public later, there will be disbelief. People will search for proof, but the only evidence they'll find is your transformation. And that will be enough. You won't need to convince them. Your rise will speak. You will be tested shortly after, not by pain, but by choice. Will you embrace the responsibility of this calling, or shrink back into the shadows? The answer will define your next decade. Archangel says, you are not a mistake. You were not overlooked, you were reserved. And now the reservation has been called to the front. Type Amen to get blessing 3791. Expect an invitation. A document, a sealed envelope. Something formal. It's coming soon. And it's tied to the announcement this person gave you in private. They may not say goodbye, they may simply walk away, knowing their part is done. But in their eyes, you'll see gratitude, because they know the world will never be the same again after you rise. Walk tall. Walk quietly. But walk with fire. You are now carrying the announcement in your bones. It is who you are. Heaven applauds. The earth shifts. The divine watches closely, and you chosen one are now revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 4000. If you wish to express your support further,